Okay, we are here tonight to learn about investing. So why don't we start with something real? Something happened last year. Last year I put together a deal, and Chris was the lender for that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was an off-market home. It means it was never listed on the MLS. We just happened to see them cleaning the house. So we go and ask, hey, why are you cleaning the house? And say, oh, we're putting it for sale. And then they're gone. We don't know who the sellers are, even though we know where they live. And we don't know how to get a hold of them. So I just make a bunch of phone calls and finally reached out to the seller and learned that they were trying to sell it off market. It means that they already have a buyer, a cash buyer. And the problem is the house was in a bad condition. So it has mold issue, it have structure issue, and the owner lived there for probably 40 years. They never fixed it. We tried to jump in, and Chris was strong enough to get me a kind of loan to fund for that property, which is rare. When I talked to the seller, are you sure you can fund this with a loan? I said, oh, absolutely, we can do that. So we got in and we kicked the other buyers out. Unfortunately for them, that one was $590,000 for a 4-bedroom home, single family home in San Luis Obispo. And a similar home was selling for about $770,000. Does it sound like a good deal?
Yeah. Well, depends how good you get in the house.
Okay, so let me give you one more piece of information. The buyer got this one. He fixed it. He got a hard money loan, which was expensive, but then he fixed it. And last month he told me everything all together. It cost him about $720,000. And at this point, he can either refinance it or sell it. And for the market right now, similar home is going for $880,000. Now, can you tell me if this is a good deal or bad deal?
Good deal.
It sounds like a good deal,
It is.
right? So let me give you another piece of information. When the buyer tried to fix his home, he didn't expect that the cost of material is going up. He didn't expect that the cost of labor is going up. He didn't expect that the laborers didn't work. People get vacation. He asked his friend, who was a constructor, to help him, and it took longer than he expected. So the cost went up more than what he thought it would be. At the beginning, he thought that it would cost him about $80,000 to maximum $100,000. So he's still making some profit, but it was different. And he didn't expect that the interest rate has gone up. So now not everybody can buy. Actually, the market over there slowed down a little bit, and it's going to be hard to sell his home for $880,000. So now, can you tell me, is it a good deal or is it a bad deal? Come on, you don't get a grade. Just say whatever you think.
Bad deal.
A bad deal? I'm offended. No, I'm kidding. It sounds like a bad deal because this one we closed it at the end of August. So now it's 7-8 months already, and a lot of things has changed. Those things we didn't expect at the beginning, and it just happened. And now we end up in a situation that it's hard to get the money back by selling it, or at least that's what we think. But let me give you another piece of information. I'm full of information, of course. The buyer didn't want to sell it at this point. The reason why he bought it wasn't because he wanted to flip it, but because he was renting another house. And he rent that house out. He sublet that house for the people who work for him in his company. So now by buying this one, he can stop renting the other one and then let the people rent this one. So actually he's making some income, some rental income, and that helps him to refinance the home without even touching his own income. And he can just wait until the market gets easier or he gets a better price for the home. Now, could you tell me, is it a good deal or is it a bad deal?
Is it making the full mortgage payment?
Yes,
Then that's a good deal.
it is a good deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many points do you have today? I'm just kidding. This is a confusing piece of information. This is a lot of things taken into account to put together this deal. And this is definitely not for a first-time investors. The reason why I want to share with you this story today is because not that I'm trying to steer you into doing something risky. which you may see a lot of advices on the internet telling, hey, I do this deal without not even putting out my money. I use other people's money and I put together a deal. Or I just rent a house and rent it back to other people and make more money, house hacking, those kind of things. I don't say that those are not real or those are not profitable, but those are usually more advanced strategies for investing. And when it comes to advanced, it also means that it's more risky. And when you are brand new to investment, I would not recommend you to go down to something too risky or require a lot of skills, because you need some time to get your feet wet, get to know more about how to fix a home or how to find tenants, and then you can start scaling up your investment. And that is the main purpose of today.